Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Welcome to our next episode in the complete reading of Srimad Ramayana. Till now we have seen about 13 qualities. Now, these are the qualities which Maharshi Valmiki is asking Maharshi Narada about. He is saying he has listed about 16 qualities and said, is there a person who is living in this world right now with all these 16 qualities? We have discussed about 13 of them till now. Now we are at the 14th quality, which is dyutimaan. Dyuti is actually virtuous or the aura around a person. Now you see some people's face that would be radiating with light, right? So those people are called as dyutimaan. Now how does it happen to them? When they pick up their Ishtadaivam and they do a lot of aradhana, they take up a mantra and they do the upasana of that mantra. They chant the mantra in and out. They reach the akshara lakshas of each of the mantra, which means you have a 13 lettered mantra. You would have done 13 lakh japa for that mantra, or you have, and then you have done the sadhana to a level where you almost have the sakshatkar of that particular mantra devata. That is called, that brings a sort of aura around you, and that is dyuti. So dyutimaan is someone who has that amount of upasana balam with him, or the person who has performed such a strong japa chanting thing like that, through which the energy from that particular mantra is being radiated in their face. So that is dyutimaan. So now what Valmiki Maharshi is asking for is a person who has got all the 13 qualities discussed before, plus this amount of upasana bala. That's what he's asking for, and we see that Rama has it, because Rama's face radiates that happiness, that energy always, and that sort of brings a calming presence to everyone around him. We see that in the Tara's instance, where she comes to actually criticize Rama, and then looking at the face, she realizes that there is a Mahapurusha standing in front of her, and she, being a very, very wise one, prostrates in front of Lord Rama, and then she also realizes that it was the mistake of Vali for which she got punished. So that's dyutimaan, a person with that sort of aura, that sort of upasana bala. That's what we see in Rama. And then the next one is anasuyakah. Now, this is a very, very, very troublesome thing. I'm using so many varies just because of that. It's a very, very tough thing for any human being, because asuya is jealousy. And now look at people around us. We always see some people, when they talk about a third person, they always say, oh wow, I know that person, he's such a good person, he's such a person who always does good things to us. That is one sort of people whom we see. And then we see the other sort of people who have a complaint with almost everyone in this world. There is an interesting anecdote from Mahabharata where Yudhishthira was sent out to figure, and the question he was asked was, please let me know if you have seen anybody who is a sinner. Okay. And Yudhishthira comes back and says, I have not found a sinner. I have always seen people who have got good qualities in our kingdom. And then Duryodhana was sent with the same question, and he comes back and says, everybody I see is a sinner. I have not seen anybody who is really good in our kingdom. So now what this reflects is the mindset of that particular person. So our mind, it's a very basic quality for our mind to compare with others. And when in the comparison we see that the others are a little better than us, then jealousy automatically kicks in. If you are able to live without jealousy throughout your life, if you are, jealousy, it's not just that your eyes go green, but they have a car, so I buy a car. I living in a constant comparison with others, that's the root cause of jealousy. And Lord Rama is one person who never had any jealousy in his whole life. Now, how can I learn from Lord Rama? See, we end up meeting three types of people in our lives. People who are better than us financially, in terms of knowledge, in terms of wisdom, in terms of comforts. I mean, it need not be so that one person has all this. Somebody might be having better comforts than us. Somebody might be doing financially well than us. Some person might be more intelligent than us. Some person might be having more wisdom than us. Somebody might be having better human relations than us. Somebody might be having a better loving spouse we have. So somebody might be higher than us, and then the next set of people, they are like our equals. They are equal to our, as in knowledge, their packages and our packages, I mean the salary packages, they are equal. They are also having these bittersweet relationships in the marriage. They are also having they are also gasping for time. They are also, but still their life is going on well. So they're more or less equals. And then there might be somebody who is less intelligent than us, who has less wisdom than us, who might be having a broken marriage, who might be having a broken childhood, who might be having a broken relationships. So only these are, or somebody might be having a better relationship, but they might be having a financial constraint. So three categories of people: people who are better than us, people who are equal to us, people who are less than us. Now, how do you overcome jealousy? Whenever you look at the person who is higher than you, okay, if you can say that I'll get inspired by this person, and I'll try to reach that person's level than envying that person. Sometimes you might feel that the success that they got is has come so quickly. But even then, in those cases also, if you try to figure out how they went there and how we are not still there, that can cut down our jealousy by a huge margin. So Lord Sri Ramchandra was never jealous of anyone, anasuyakah. Okay, because see, in Sri Ramchandra's life, in Kaikeyi, when she gives the kingdom to Bharata, you know what Lakshmana says? Lakshmana was getting ready to abuse Kaikeyi. Then Sri Ramchandra was simple. He says, Natemba madhyama tata garhitavya. Means, he says, you are not supposed to insult her. He was never jealous of Bharata. And he says, if you want, I'll talk to Bharata and ensure that you might get the kingdom, but never speak ill of Bharata. So he was never jealous of Bharata getting the kingdom or anything for that matter. So that's asuya rahitya, or not having jealousy. Now, the last quality, the 16th quality that we are going to discuss now, kasya bibhyati devaascha jaata roshashcha samyuge. If this person gets angry, even the gods should fear. That was the last quality which was asked by Maharshi Valmiki. And now, in Ramachandra's case, when he puts the anger in front of himself, when he acts like he was angry, you saw what Samudra did. Samudra was the king of the Sagara, the sea. When he does not give way to Rama, Rama gets angry. He picks up his bow and arrow. Samudra takes a human form and he starts shivering, and he falls on Rama's feet. So that's kasya bibhyati devascha jata roshasya samyuge. So that is the last quality that was asked. Okay, and when Rama got angry, it was all the three worlds that were actually shivering, right? So whenever there is a samardha vyakti who can actually walk the talk, who actually has all the 16 qualities, obviously when he gets angry, everyone from the top to bottom would realize that something bad is coming, and they'll always try to get him out of that anger, and they'll try to do everything that will remove that anger. So that's kasya vibhiti devascha jata roshasya samyuge. So with the grace of my Guru and with the grace of Sri Ramchandra, we were able to discuss the 16 qualities now. All these 16 qualities were asked by Maharshi Valmiki, and now Narada has to give an answer. I leaked the answers to you. I have already told that all these can be found in Sri Ramachandra, but Maharshi Narada is going to give the story of Sri Ramachandra to Maharshi Valmiki, He is going to tell it in a very, very small and concise form, which is also called as Sankshepa Ramayana. Now, how and what did he talk in that Sankshepa Ramayana, and how did Valmiki expand Sankshepa Ramayana? What boons did he receive to expand Sankshepa Ramayana? Those are going to be our topics for discussion in the upcoming episodes. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ओम तत्सत्. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनः भवन्तु. जय श्री राम.